Hello folks, a very warm welcome back to Darlington. First up, 1606 with a 13A. Which, what was that all about? I think at one point that would have had route branding for the 1, 5 and 5A, and it's now devoid of any route branding as per Reba's entire rebrand. We've got an 18 coming in, which is an MMC, and the driver of that has just brought this street light in. 2702. We're back doing a video at Darlington. Last time it was now just over 13 months ago. It was pouring down rain. It's cold today, I'll admit it, just as it was freezing cold last time. It's pretty cold today, but thankfully we don't have the rain today. It's a relatively calm grey day, so I can put up with that. B7 for Durham, 7518. I think I've just seen that. Maybe not. Oh, lovely. I can tell you that it is 20 past 9 and Arriva have already had a breakdown. (2706) with the 10. Next up is the operator that Arriva took over here, because Stagecoach did used to basically dominate Darlington. They come back with a couple of routes, including the 16 and the 6. 27250, which recently transferred back to Stockton from Newcastle. (2707), which the shot was pretty poor because it came out of nowhere. Although it's taken 4 separate staff members to actually try and find out what on earth's wrong with that E400. It must be pretty poor. The 18 (2702). Oh. Bloody service delivery lorry. Well, that was a bit weird. Very late catch of the 16, 36970, which used to be a Hodgson's ran service and then went to Stagecoach. We've got a not in service interurban Pulsar on its way down. Maybe it's to replace the Decker, I don't know, do I? 1473. No, he's got people on. Darlington, Manchester one? No. It's literally just car after car, man. £15.94. Obviously one of ours at some point, maybe, NK Reg. Right. I'm gonna move up and try and see what it's like up there. Hopefully better. I don't even know what that board's supposed to be. God, it's fucking 3 generations. That was nice. Sapphire Interurban and Journey Mark together. Shame we didn't have Max. Which is one of my favourites, but it depends on the vehicle it's on. I actually think the Pulsars look the best in a Riva Max. But then again, Sapphire Old looked lovely on them. 3 generations? Actually no, 2. $15.14 just moving into stand. And the 4, which is another mini MMC, but I've moved to a much better spot, so I'm a lot happier now. Caledonian's gonna make your day. God, it's all of a sudden got very busy, and I approve. But then again, it is 10:05 on a Saturday, so services are at or near normal levels. Oh, there's one of our old ones, 1587. I remember using that one a lot when it was on my local services on the 50s, which are now G&E and got branded and now in the process of being debranded, so a bit like a Reaver really. The X76 formed of 1515 thought that MMC was going to come this way and it didn't. Don't know why I thought that, but okay. Oh, 1607 again. Pretty sure that route's meant to be MMC, so is the street light uncommon on it? I'm not from Darlington, so I couldn't tell you. Should ask my mate about that. I don't know if I picked that up on video. He's a nice driver. 1603 for Bishop Auckland. That was funny. What on earth's up with that board, if it's meant to be like that or not? Oh god, there's the X66. I was meant to get that. The plan was that I was going to get the X10 to Middlesbrough and then that to here. Or the X10 to Stockton, but I never did it in the end. I just got the train, but part of me would have liked it just for the extra mileage and expiration, because I've not done that before. But it didn't materialise. They're a friendly bunch down here, aren't they? Right, I'm going to take a break now because I'm cold. I'm going to go into the shopping centre. Just wander around, to be honest. I just need to be somewhere that's not outside. Welcome to Darlington. The sun's back out. I say back. We haven't had it at all today. Welcome back to Tubwell Road. Here comes the one for Tolo. Ran about 500 cars. 1511. This MMC here's got a problem because the engineer's turned up. There's one round there that's doing nothing. Oh, they've started up, so it's okay then. It came in fine, but then the engineer turned up, so maybe it needed fuel. Don't know. Right, there's literally MMCs everywhere. There is 4 currently in my vision. And the Pulsar. The 10 for Winfield. One there, one there, one there, and one at the far end. Jesus Christ. Although there's clearly something wrong with... Christ almighty, he scared the shit out of us. There was clearly something wrong with 2711. Next up, the 2 for... No, I forgot he stops there, doesn't he? Oh, hang on, there is something behind me though. The X27, which is 1587. I'm pretty sure I saw this earlier on, to be honest. One of our old ones. I got one of the MMCs is coming. The 4. I don't need photos of them, but there's literally one I need and I know where it is. It's not far. 2707. Right, the one that's been sat there doing nothing's finally moving. 2709. He's just off somewhere. Although the 2 is coming, it's a Manchester one. We saw this one earlier on though, because just we kind of get a bit tenses, right? 1395. Oh, bloody hell. Right, you might spot something out the ordinary. This is something I'm very glad to catch. The only E300 in the Ariba North East fleet now. 1357, which I'm very surprised is still in service. The rest have been replaced now. It's funny because I remember them transferring and they've not actually been here that long, I don't think. But they got replaced by, I think they sent some E400s down here that were at Durham when the MMCs arrived at Durham from the south. I believe so anyway. Very glad to see that though, because literally that's the only one and I didn't think I'd see it today. So I was going to get a photo of the MMC in the X66, but then the 13B turned up. It's 2704 I need, it's the last one I need. Pretty much you come to Darlington, you stick around long enough, you're guaranteed to get all of them. There's another one over there, which I couldn't tell you whether it's the same one that we saw parked up before. He's gone around there anyway, I thought he was going to come down here. He's off, 1357 for Middlesbrough. I wonder what they like to ride on. I'd love to go on it. And 2714 for Branksome. I'd love to ride those. I wonder what they're like. I mean, I say those, one left, but I bet they're good nonetheless. 1466 for Bishop Auckland with a friendly driver. Right, for the time, very sparse Tubwell Row. Here comes the X75 for Barnard Castle. Not again. He's met the Ariba engineering support van. Oh, it's an old car. That's 1509. Pretty sure, probably saw this earlier on. And the only bus on Tubwell Road that's actually stopped is this, which has now been abandoned, so it's probably fucked. Tell a lie, it looks like there's a stagecoach bus up there. It might be the 6A. I was not expecting that. Wow. Tease flex. Of all the things, I was really not expecting that. Wow. Is he dropping off there? Oh my god, I think he is. If he is, then I'm gonna have to go and get a photo. The 16 for Harrogate Hill, which is what it was. I thought it was the 6A. Same bus as earlier on, because it just runs with one bus all day. Not the same driver though, I don't think. Yes, this is the one I need. 2704 with the 19 for Faberdale, which I think is where the Ariba depot actually is. I know it's in Faberdale, I don't know if it's actually on that route though. 1584 with 17. And 7535 doing nothing. Maybe back to the depot. Oh, is he coming already? I think he is. The 7 for Durham, which, because I was going to get the bus here originally, that was also a plan. It was either get the X10 to Stockton or Middlesbrough and then jump on the X66, or get the X21 to Durham and then get that. But I got the train instead. So one day I'll end up doing the 7, but it wasn't this time. 7536. We're still not finished. Here comes a 2 for Red Hall, which is 1411, which I've seen a couple of times today. Devoid of any Max branding anymore, a bit like ours. 2702 going off somewhere not in service. To Hoover. 1609 for Springfield. He's off to go and see Homer Simpson. I'm sat on the wall now. 2703 with a 10 for Winfield. Pride won again. Which, at least it's got a... No, tell a lie, it still hasn't got a working board. It was doing that weird thing earlier on, it still is. I've got no explanation for you. The 2 for Branksome, 1586. God, I remember that one being terrible when we had it. Wonder what it's like now. Oh, there's a National Express, which... Well, if he's coming here, then he might well stop round the corner, because that's where the coaches stop. It's back to MMC Galore, the 4 for Miners Crescent, 2701. I'll call it a day soon. The 18 for Harrogate Hill, 2702. B for Firthmore, 2710. Oh God. Hello Hodgsons, nice to see you. Because they used to run the 16 and now they don't. 34. Last time I was here they were still running the 16 and they're not doing it anymore. Stagecoach are. Thank you very much for watching, folks. The next further field trip will probably be Kirby Stephen on the channel. Still haven't edited the video yet, but I should hopefully like it enough to upload it. Thanks for watching.